The fuck you doing in my house, bitch?
If it wasn't, we should have done this when we had a full tank of gas and plenty of energy at the beginning of the day. Maybe I could have sold
my favorite fucks with a man's clean these bucks up. I cut you for it.
I was very careful. I was gonna pull some dolls down.
Action figures, bitch. Action figures.
Action figures. And I was like, I'm not breaking one of these. This is not happening.
No, be careful. Be careful who you give your fucking address to. You never know who's gonna fucking show up.
Yeah, show up head to toe in your merch. The front door. But yeah, we've been watching movies. I got in town earlier today, and we got some dinner and watched Old Henry, the Shout release.
Yep. I watched it last week and was a huge fucking fan of it, and I wanted him to see it, so we checked that out tonight, man. It was even good on the second watch, man. It's a good flick.
But so yeah, I've been doing a lot of traveling, and I figured I wasn't very far from Florida where I was, and I talked to Alan, see if he was available, and I ended up here.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't just show up at his front door. Nobody do that.
Yeah, it was somewhat pre-planned.
A little bit pre-planned, but this is a lot shittier in person, by the way.
Yeah, I wasn't lying. And I paid really bad money for that.
But you got to keep it just as you need to keep it. And I noticed that where you do keep it, it's in eyesight of where you are when you're here.
It reminds me not to make bad decisions, and for the most part, it works.
I also picked my 5 favorite pieces in Alan's collection. We'll go through those just for fun, just as another thing we could do on here. We don't plan on being on here super long. Alan's got to work in the morning, but we'll be doing some other stuff tomorrow, and then I'll be heading out Saturday, I would think.
Yeah, we're going to check out the new Aliens movie tomorrow, which I'm pretty fucking excited. I have just over the last day or so watched everything up to the storyline where this will take place. I got to rewatch Alien for the 50th fucking time.
See if you pick up anything new.
But I will say that I just watched Covenant, and I've seen Covenant 4 or 5 times, whatever. But I watched Prometheus and Covenant as a kind of a double feature. That's the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You need to watch Prometheus and get right into Covenant. It just makes it better for me. This is the most I've ever enjoyed Covenant, which I've always liked it, but this was my most enjoyable watch of Covenant, I will say.
Yeah, I don't have to. I mean, listen, there's the obvious stuff. You got the flute fingering.
That's the part that they need to cut out completely.
Let me finger the holes for you.
Yeah, totally unneeded.
Yeah, that old bit way too long.
But I will say the way the fucking aliens look, especially that first alien when they bust out of that guy's back, whatever, that might be one of my favorite looks of the alien. I think it looks badass.
When the girl accidentally blows up the space station.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, it's pretty classic.
I caught the end of that when I got here, but yeah, I watched it recently. I watched Alien just the other night, and it still holds up really well, but I watched the fucking theatrical release, which is apparently longer than a director's cut.
1 minute longer. According to my voodoo, it's 1 minute longer than the director's cut or whatever.
The director's cut, just from the little touches that I noticed that weren't in it, the theatrical release, the director's cut's way better.
Yeah.
You get what I would say one of my favorite scenes is where it's raining and what's that old bum that you like? What's his name? Harry Dean Stanton gets taken up, but the little bit before that, where he's rocking back and like the aliens like hanging upside down. That scene that little clip is not in the theatrical cut, but it's in the director's cut. And then of course Ripley getting the shit slapped out of her for locking everybody out. Like they would be upset about that, and people like that. That makes sense that it's in there, but it's not in the theatrical.
Let's get you a little chat. What we got out here? I think we're gonna leave off it. Sounds about right. I doubt I'll be getting Jaws 3 and 4 on 4K, and apparently the third one on 4K is a nightmare. Air October, Trick or Treat 4K, Hellraiser 1 through 4, a Quartet of Torment 4K.
Yes, really, yeah.
J-Horror Rising box set. Exodus 2. I'm not sure what J-Horror Rising is.
What's in that set?
Exodus 2 and Exodus 3 4K.
Oh, that was that white box set. I think Vinicio was telling me about that.
WB announces interview with the vampire. Look at me go looking for, okay?
Yeah.
What's up, Russell?
What's going on, Russell?
Scolder.
I like to say all this. There's a lot of Judases in this chat. Now, one person asked for your welfare.
Yeah.
Is Alan dead? Nobody. I just took over apparently, and it was.
I did get somebody in one of my old videos. A video I did about 2 months ago. They says, "Dang, did Pops die?" And I had to go. Fuck, I'm still here, bitch. I'm still kicking. But I'm glad somebody cares.
Nobody gave a shit apparently.
Yeah.
Everybody was ready to just buy that. I'm here now.
It's like somebody's talking about movies. Who cares? Who cares who it is?
Whatever it is. That background looks kind of familiar, I think. I don't know. Whose is that? But yeah, I had stuff I was going to like pull up and go, look, I just found this. Where did this come from?
Greatest Criterion release ever.
It's a one of one.
You got to show them the Criterion box on the inside. That's the money shot.
Carefully.
Because that slip don't come off easy.
It's tight, but it's also not easily replaced if it breaks.
That's what she said.
That's a cool release Sasha made for Alan.
We'll never get a fucking Criterion Blu-ray on that.
As good as it gets. It even has inside artwork like a Criterion.
Yeah, I have to say Sasha did a good job on it. That's for sure.
I mean, this 3-disc case alone is probably $20.
And that's about what he charged for, so it was a good deal. Like I said, he put a lot of work in that too.
Yeah. All right. Well, I pulled 5 here. Like I said, we just thought it'd be fun. Like,
I'm hoping this ain't one of the 5.
That's definitely not.
I'll leave that out of the way.
Just the idea, like, if you're gonna walk out of here with 5 releases, what would they be? So I have a lot of the same releases Alan has. So it was kind of like, oh, I was always meaning to get this, that, So it kind of, or something I missed, and I kind of regret. But this first one here, I'm a big like I was a sucker for Bigfoot movies. I'm not like one of those whatever. But for whatever reason, I love a Bigfoot movie. They're always retarded and they're always a lot of fun. And I ordered this pretty shortly after it came out. And it never came with a slip. And it's the MVD rewind of Abominable.
Yeah, fun movie.
It's a really fun movie. Lance Henriksen. It's like Rear Window, but with Bigfoot. But this slip is very, very hard to get. And, MVD rewind, you kind of want the slip. I mean, it has the vintage look and the old stickers, but this is one that I didn't get. It is the same artwork underneath. So it's not like it's that critical, but at the same time, if you're into MVD rewinds, you want the slip. And this is probably the only one that I really, really wanted that I didn't get.
Yeah, some of the really big charm for MVD rewind is just that you get that feel of the old video store looking box, whatever, with those stickers and stuff on it. And I don't know. Once I started collecting them, I had all the slips but a couple, and I was lucky enough to grab this one. When it came in, I had the slip on it, which was I found out later was pretty lucky.
Has anybody in the chat seen this one? The gore is pretty ridiculous in this. If you haven't seen it, it's got great gore, and like I said, Rear Window, but the Bigfoot version. But yeah, I have it. I just don't have it without the slip. With the slip.
It looks so much better with the slip on
it. Yeah. This next one is one that I've waited for a sale forever, and I never, ever caught it on sale. And I don't know what it goes for now, but I never, ever got a reasonable price on it. But it's the Resident Evil 4K collection. And what was this thing new, you think?
I honestly don't remember, but I know that I pre-ordered that when I found out about it coming out. And after it came in, by the time I got it in, it was already sold out. And I found out that I got real lucky with the pre-order. But it was less than $100, maybe in the $70 range. I'm kind of guessing on that. It's been a while since I've had it.
You get all 5 of them here.
Yeah.
They all have their own.
I'm a fan of that series, man. It gets a little silly, whatever, but
yeah,
it's a fun watch. I enjoy them.
I mean, for video game movies,
yeah.
What's really better? Video game movies just generally are not great, but I think, like I said, they're not great, but I've always enjoyed at least the first 3.
Yeah.
They kind of get a little goofy after that, but the first one's a lot of fun.
And they came out with a really nice like metal steelbook set of those, just like the Mad Max and that shit. But I didn't grab it because I was such a fan of that style. I just said I really don't need to grab it again, so I never did grab that that metal steelbook set.
Catch up with the chat before we go any further here.
Texas going yikes. Skull versus Criterion needs to get their head out of their ass and release Armageddon 4K for real. I 100% agree. Abominable is better than Basket Case though. Chris, what's going on?
In the same breath, he championed Armageddon.
Well, he's got good taste.
And he shit on Abominable and Basket Case at the same time.
I reviewed Abominable before MVD broke up with me.
Yeah. Go on, Chris.
Good evening, fellas.
I probably didn't say hate everybody in the chat or whatever, because it's just like a space station here. And there's buttons, there's all kinds of shit here. I don't know what I was barely able to operate the mouse.
You do see this fancy ass command center I have here. I got my lights that you can control.
Yeah.
And that's all I ever set up. I've got like 30 other buttons that I can do all kind of cool
panel.
Shit.
There's a whole panel here.
I need to fucking take time to set up some all kind of sound effects and whatever. But I'll do that one day.
Yeah, hey Jeff.
Okay, man, what's going on, buddy? I watched Big George Foreman. It was pretty educational, informative, and entertaining movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that trailer. Leave a text. Everybody say hey.
All right. Moving on to the next one here. You want to put me full screen?
Yeah, we can. How do we do that?
You can't do it. We're already full screen.
I'm the dumbass who tried to do it. All right, you're full screen. Full screen as you go.
It's another set similar to the last one, but it's one again I didn't get on sale. I think this one actually goes for a lot of money. It's the Underworld 4K set. All this stuff, it just happens to be mint, undamaged, not even a corner dinged on all this stuff. It's like a museum in here. And by the way, freezing ass cold.
You never heard of this. It's fantastic. We're in Florida. It's 150 degrees outside. It's 30 degrees in here.
If we didn't have drinks with dinner, I probably would be freezing. But this is a really, really cool set. And each one of these comes with their own slip and amaret.
Yeah, they did a good job with this set, too.
Yeah. I'm going to go through all of them, but I mean, like I said, these movies are kind of like, they're whatever, but we don't really have many werewolf movies.
Yeah, those started coming out right when the first Saw movies came out, and that was another one, because me and my oldest son was big, and like every single year going to see the Saw movie. And it was the same with those. Every single year they came out with a new Underworld movie, and we were big on seeing those as well. And they got kind of schlocky, whatever, but they're still fun.
Yeah.
Was it Rise of the Lycans, whatever? I enjoyed that one, but I haven't seen it in forever.
That's the prequel, right?
Yeah. If I remember correctly. I haven't seen it in probably 10 years. I need to go through that 4K set. I've only watched the first one off that set.
I didn't even say that wrong. Blood Wars Evolution is 2. And then I think Rise of the Lycans. And then one of these Blood Wars might be last. 2021.
I might say on the spine what the numbers are.
2012. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, this one says.
So I got a bitch real fast while we're sitting here. So everybody knows I got like way more copies of Jaws than I fucking need. And I got the big set, whatever, that they put out, whatever, for this artwork. And I grabbed the steelbook, which I didn't fucking need at all. The only reason why I grabbed this is they released this, and when I first ordered my big set of this, the poster that came with it, I missed out on. And I was talking to Brent Madison, and he sent me a link that they were putting out the poster again with this steelbook release, so I grabbed it. I only grabbed it for the poster, because all my posters here are the 24 by 32, 24 by 36, the bigger posters. Well, and I thought this was the same size, but what I read online. When the poster came in, it was maybe 3 times the size of this steelbook. That's how big it was. It does me no good. So, like I said, I'm kind of glad I got this. I love this artwork. I didn't need. I have the bigger version of this, the better version of this, I think. But is what it is. I got another copy of Jaws. I probably now have more copies of Jaws than I do TCM. I think TCM was the most I had more copies I had the same title. I think this is number 1 now, for sure.
A good video idea. The 5 titles you have the most copies of.
But
Yeah. They can live on the floor now.
Yeah, I don't know where something went. There it is. But yeah, like I said, I was very disappointed with that poster because it comes in this big old like tube. I unraveled it. I was going to put it up here, in one of my frames, and it's this little bitty ass poster. So what the fuck is this, man? So it was a waste of time.
Yeah.
And I ordered that thing quite a while back.
Well, it's just was the one that came with the big box. Was it full size or was it the same size?
I thought it was, but maybe not. I thought I seen the dimensions on the description. That's why I ordered it, but maybe I must have seen it wrong.
Yeah,
ain't the first time I read something wrong.
Maybe Tony would know.
Just saying, hey.
Of course, Scalder likes the Underworld movies.
Yeah, Blood Wars is the last one. Awakening is 4.
I think I got them in order.
Caveman says, anyone ever think that the Matrix and Underworld movies share the same universe?
That's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
They dress the same, that's for sure. All right, fourth one here. I have a few copies. I have 2 copies of this movie, and I almost picked up this one a few times, and I never saw it in person. If I saw it in person, I probably would pick it up, but because it looks a lot better in person. But it's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4K Steelbook. I don't know if you're going to pick that up, but there's like a foil there. I don't know, just something about it's real clean. And, I don't mind that there's no image on the back. There should be, but I guess if they're going for it's a poster,
Yeah, it's kind of simplistic, like the original poster, I think.
Yeah.
You just got the white. I think the white makes the image stand out even better. It's kind of like that, what is it? The fucking Bone Tomahawk Steelbook.
Yeah.
Or is it Dread Coast Concrete? One of those
Bone
two.
Tomahawk.
Yeah.
Comes with a poster, full-size poster. J card. But it has the has inside artwork here. Breaking all the steelbook. It's the same 2 discs from the other Dark Sky release. Yeah, the dinner scene there. But yeah, just a real clean, nice steelbook. And I don't know, who knows if I catch it on a sale, maybe I'll end up picking it up anyway. But and it's not like I could steal it from here. It's like you're on camera. You get 400 yards from this place. While we were eating dinner, Alan was like, "Hey, hang on." I pulled up his phone. He's like, "Watch this motherfucker. He drops my shit." There was someone delivering packages.
Brad sent me a text. I'll be there in 5 minutes. I said, I know. Picked you up on side a lot. Scalder said, nice to see Brad. That's something good to watch. He said that crappy basket case.
Okay.
I know some cool stuff being shown off this evening. And Chris says, better a blank back than an armadillo.
That could have been good. The dead armadillo. The story goes they found a horse on the side of the road. And they had shot that opening with a dead horse because horses run out on the road all the time. And they got hit by a semi and they used that. And apparently it looked great. But Toby Hooper was like, there's no way the ratings board is going to let us show a dead horse. It's not going to happen. So I think it was the production designer or something like that. It was into taxidermy, and he had a taxidermied armadillo, and they just used it.
It's okay if you put this bitch on the hook. But the horse is the no.
Yeah, horse is not. Right. It's not okay to show a mutilated horse. Everybody loves horses.
Yeah, I got a camera on my shit too.
My last one here, I got them both up here, but I mean, it's I'm not big on limited editions. Everybody knows that. I'm a cheap ass, and I don't like the space and all that. But this is one that I actually regret not getting, and it's the Tremors 4K set. Both of them really, but mainly the first one. The first one has bonus features that are not available in the standard edition, which I don't know why Alan doesn't have his artwork reversed. That's a rookie move right there. Like, do you even like movies, dude? But
motherfucker in my room sitting in my fucking chair holding my movie talking
shit. But this one has more bonus features. It's not significantly more, but it does have more bonus features in the limited edition. But there's a decent like little tchotchkes in this one too.
And they got fucking Kevin Bacon to come back for an interview, but couldn't get Fred Ward to come back.
Yeah,
I'd love seeing a new interview with Fred Ward before he passed away.
You get a little booklet there.
Must have been bad health.
But you get a 2-sided poster, and this is interesting. This is double-sided. It's a graboid like diagram on how there's the mythical creature works. But I like this in particular. The perfection of Nevada sign. That's a nice.
Yeah, I probably should frame that, hang that up somewhere in here.
Yeah. Or have a sign, man. I'm sure somebody's out there making perfection Nevada signs with bullet
holes on the back of my door that would look good with that.
But it's one I kind of missed, and it's out of print, and I'm sure it goes for pretty good money. It's a very popular.
Now, I don't see them doing. I know they did 1 and 2, but I don't see them doing a set like this for the others.
3.
Yeah, I thought
this is a big drop off.
Yeah.
Between after 2, I think 2's pretty good, man. Even without Kevin Bacon, this is a cool set too. But if I had the first one, I would probably get the second one. But I'm just going to end up with the standard. But it's really cool embossed. Yeah, nothing on the back. Is there anything on the back of this one? No, I've been doing this a while, kind of leaving it blank.
Okay, but so Brad wears the Rocky standee hiding out at.
It's up by the screen.
Yeah, we watched a movie and fucking stared at us for 2 hours.
Yeah, we've watched a couple movies in here now.
Yeah, we watched Old Henry tonight, and then was it Monday night we watched what did we watch?
Rampart.
Yeah, that was actually a good flick. Kevin Bacon, and goddamn a lot of cast.
Not Kevin Bacon, Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. Sorry, Woody Harrelson. Ice Cube was in it.
Sigourney Weaver
just for a second.
Steve Buscemi, Ned Beatty.
Yeah, a bunch of like little small parts, but a lot of names. Not Warren Beatty. Goddamn, get nothing right. Ned Beatty. Ned Beatty was in it for a little bit. He had a pretty good role in it. It was like the third. I think he did 2 more roles before he passed away, so it was late in his life. But yeah, I've always been a fan of his.
I can tell you one thing, confidently. I run about $1,000 TV. That's generally what I get. About $1,000 TV, 4K, ER. I get all the specs that Alan has told me to get, and $1,000 package is what I've been getting. There's a big difference between a $500 or $300 TV to $1,000 TV. There is a huge difference from $1,000 TV to whatever the fuck Alan's running here, as far as the quality. Because we watched Rampart on Blu-ray, and that's a shitty, cheap ass
Hamilton book $4
$4 Blu-ray, and it looked like a damn 4K. So the upscaling and all that does work. If you buy an 8K TV, in my opinion, just from my eyes, I could see a big difference. But there's a flip side of that coin too, because we watched a movie called Old Henry, and I think looked very good in 4K compared to that Rampart Blu-ray. So it's like it's going to show you for better or for worse. Like if it's a mediocre 4K, it's going to show you, hey, this is not great. Yeah. But if it's got the bit rate and all the geeky stuff,
I threw in.
We watched
Fury Road.
Yeah, that looks awesome.
That scene from Fury Road. That's one of my favorite 4Ks that I put on my TV. That scene, what a lovely day, man. It looks really good in there.
So it'll definitely show. Maybe some of these nerds are right. That like bitch about these scans. Like if you got a very expensive setup, you can see. I don't know what it would look like on my TV, Old Henry, but here it's like you can see all the details. You can see the good and the bad.
Yeah, I did notice in some of the wide shots, whatever, it was real grainy.
There was some bleed through or whatever they call it.
And this being only a couple-year-old movie, whatever, it shouldn't have had all that.
It should have looked great, but it was you could tell probably a low budget. I don't know if it had a high budget, but it's a
Shout Studios release, so I'm sure it wasn't top of the line. But I will say the Old Henry is probably my favorite thing that they've put out. I've been a fan of some other stuff they put out too. Fender Bender was good.
Yeah.
But Old Henry, man, it's a solid flick. You're a Western fan, you need to check that
out. Whatever his name is, the lead actor.
Yeah.
The guy from Ballad of Buster Scruggs and a few other things.
Oh, Brother Where Art Thou.
Oh, Brother Where Art Thou, and he's really good in it.
And I didn't think he would be able to lead a film, man. He did a great job leading this film. He did a really good job being the main guy. So I'm a fan of it. I'll tell you right now how much of a fan of it. If I had to rank my top 10 Westerns, top 20 Westerns, it's going to be in it.
Yeah.
I've seen it twice now. I liked it more the second time than I did the first time. So, I found a good time, man.
Yep.
OLED is amazing.
Yeah, I don't know what the TV is. All I know is it's good.
Yeah, bad. This is not a this is not an OLED TV. This is a Samsung. So help me out here. It's been a while since I had this TV. I think it's a QLED.
QLED.
But it's the full background. It's not the edge lighting. It's the what's it called, the full array lighting, whatever. And that makes all the difference in the fucking world. And I got the AKTV, and I was like, what the fuck am I getting AKTV for? But the guy at the store told me, and he said it does upscale everything, and it does. It does upscale a lot of shit. This was the only time. I'm 53 years old. I bought a lot of shitty TVs. This is the only time that I've ever went into a Best Buy. That one that was on display in the center, their main TV for the year. So give me that motherfucker right
flagship TV.
I had a paid off Best Buy card, and I maxed it out with one fell swipe of my fucking from paid off to maxed out. But I got my TV I wanted.
Well, it's good that they come and they hang it up and they set it up for you too.
Yeah, and the first TV I put in here, they actually had a service where they would come out and calibrate your TV for you if you bought one from them. But at the time I got this one, they stopped doing that service. So this one's never been calibrated. That big one you see in the living room has been calibrated, and I don't know if that makes that much of a difference, but.
By the way, the TV in the living room watched the movie on too, and that's a TV anybody would be proud to have in their house.
It's way too big for the living room.
This secondary TV is probably better than my regular TV.
If that TV was an inch bigger, the door would hit it. When you open the door, come in.
It's most of the wall.
We upgraded this one in here. We got rid of our TV in the living room. I said, I told my wife, let's just bring this one in the living room. We got it set up, and first she was like, no, this is way too big. And after about a week, she's like, I kind of like this. And so I got her hooked on it now, so I'm good. I'm solid.
I seem a little off. You could hang meat in this place. I almost started the stream with a Atlanta Falcons jacket on.
It is very good. I've only had Samsung TVs for the last, probably 5 or 6 TVs I bought with a Samsung. I've been happy with them.
Yeah, I buy only Japanese or Chinese TV. I had a Sanyo. I don't know what it was. Maybe a 37-inch or something stupid like that. And I bought that thing when I was like, I don't know, maybe I was 19. And it was working. I used it as like a nightstand TV for, years and years and years, just with a Fire Stick or whatever. And it was still working when it went in the trash like a month ago. So like a charm. So yeah, Japanese or Chinese or whatever for forever.
Sometimes you can find a cheap TV that does like that. We bought a TCL for the living room, and we had it for, it was a Roku TV, and we had it for probably a year. And every time we turned the TV on, we had to reconnect it to the internet. And we had to sell it to the next door neighbor. They put it in their kids' room for like $200. But yeah, like I said, Samsung, I've had good luck with them. I know there's people that don't like Samsung because they don't have the Dolby Vision. They don't have, I think it is. And I understand LGs are, a lot of people like LGs better. And a guy told me one time, a long time ago, he said that if you go to get a TV, get an LG or a Samsung, it's like getting Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah.
Compared to everything else. And
I got,
whether that's true or not, I don't know.
The last one I got was a Sony, and it was just a little cheaper, but the guy showed me he was like putting his thumbs into the TV, and the Samsung like had a much more effect. It caused a lot more effect, and it almost did nothing to this one. And I went, okay, I'll take this one then. Yeah. I really don't know, but it had to have all this, the specs per Alan's. I asked Alan about what TV to get, and it was like, boy, here's what you have to get. I'm like, okay, man, I'll take that under advice. He goes, no, you don't understand. If you don't get a TV with at least these specs, we're gonna have a problem. It was almost what it was. Well, it needed an eARC and all this other stuff.
When I first got this room built back in 2019, I guess it was, the TV I had in here didn't have the eARC connector in the back. And the only way you can get true Dolby Atmos is have that eARC connection. I didn't know that. And there was only a couple of TVs high end at that time that had that. Well, like a year later, even the low end TVs had the eARC. And then Ryan built his fucking movie room, and a couple years later, he gets a TV with eARC in it. And I can watch the same movie here that I'm watching at his house, and the sound was so much different. And if you go and listen to this TV with that eARC connection with this Sonos shit I have in here that's Dolby Atmos, compared to the old setup, it's not day.
Yeah.
It's not day. So like I said, the eARC is the big deal if you really want true Dolby Atmos. With a 4K disc, that's the only way you're getting true.
You really get the theater like punch, with the setup too. Like, I guess if you have to know what I'm saying, but the theater punch, you know what I'm talking about, where it hits just right, and
Well, the secret to that was when Sonos made it where you could get a second subwoofer. Now the Sonos stuff, whatever, a lot of people don't like it, especially the true audiophiles don't like it because they like getting the fucking tuners and getting everything all geeked out.
Yeah,
I'm too old and fat for shit like that. I need something basic. So the Sonos stuff is fantastic, and it's literally you plug it in, you set it up one time, you never have to fuck with it again. And to get that second subwoofer on opposite corners of this room, it makes you get that full theater experience with the bass and everything. Made all the difference in the world. But I wouldn't recommend Sonos just because they're so fucking expensive. But I finally got my sound system paid off, and I just hope and pray it stays good for another 5 or 6 years. So let's see. Jamie says, "Hey, you guys are together. That's awesome."
What's going on, Jamie?
Yeah, we've been streaming for what 2-3 years now.
Oh, it's been a long time.
Been a while. So it's first time to meet whatever on Monday. So yeah, it's been a good time. Saying, hey there, John Jugs. We're saying hey back and forth. I've been with LG for about 12 years now. Yep, they're good TVs. What I hear, I've never owned one, but I heard there's good ones. I got some buddies that got them. All my TVs are Samsung at the moment. Caveman says one issue they are running into is everything that was recorded originally digitally and trying to release the 4K version. It was recorded with 1080p resolution, can only digitally upscale with muddy look.
So on digital side, they can't be upscale. I'm wondering if Trini's in the chat, I think I see him down there, if he had any luck with recovering his digital files from
Voodoo. Fandango now.
Yeah, Fandango
at home.
Powered by Voodoo.
I was looking today. I was actually watching the Alien movie, whatever, on Voodoo while I was working today. And when Brad came in, and I got 1,501 movies on my Voodoo now, and that would break my damn heart if those went away. It'll break my kids' heart if they went away. My kids watch this more than I do. Chris says, I have a 2019 LG, and it's the worst TV I've ever owned for a kid. LG, Samsung versus Coke, Pepsi, great comparison. That's what they do. What was that damn store that went out of business? H.H. Gregg?
Yeah. H.H. Gregg got rid of physical media. What happened to them?
Yeah, and same thing with Circuit City. Trini's, what's up? What's going on, man? We're saying hey to him. No, I didn't try and call him yet. Yeah, I feel like if you call them, and like I said, I'm sure the customer service is asked, but if you call them, you would think there's something they can do. That's ridiculous. Be able to
restore your service.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Sam, what's up? But yeah, I don't know. Like we haven't been. There hasn't been. I haven't picked up much. I picked up that stuff in the archive. I'm probably going to be at Orbit in the near future. I don't know exactly when, if I go there. I've been there before. I didn't go in. I guess not go into the details on that. But yeah, I've been picking up a lot of stuff. I've just been traveling, and of course, Alan's been picking up stuff right and left. I guess I did bring something here, but it was I went to mail this, and
what the fuck's that?
It's over there on the shelf, third row down. And it was kind of a bitch to mail, but I would have mailed it to. That's the Cinemark one, I guess.
I'll just do a little what's around here.
There's several of these apparently, but this is the Alien. It's a popcorn tub.
Yeah, for anybody that wants, any psychopath wants to eat popcorn out of it.
Yeah,
and it's even got a handle on the bottom.
Yeah,
for anybody that really wants to fucking go all out and eat the fucking popcorn.
I asked the guy there about it. I was like, it's a popcorn tub. And he explained it to me like this.
There's the bottom of it there for anyone to see that.
He explained it to me like this. So you hold it like this in front of you, and the popcorn's here, and you eat it. That some falls out here, and you eat it like that.
Yeah, like, then you never get late again.
Who the fuck is doing that? But these popcorn tubs are getting really collectible. It's becoming like its own thing.
Yeah, I'm about to run out of space.
And Tony, Basement Blues, wanted me to go grab one for him because they don't have Cinemark in his state, and I did. And naturally, I got one for Alan too because, of course, to go with all his other popcorn tubs.
You see the fucking slimer right there over your shoulder?
Yeah.
The last one you got me.
But yeah, this room it's a lot to take in. I don't. This is a little bit of an intervention here, Alan. You're out of room.
Getting close. When you see, I got these fucking, like I said the other night in the stream, I got probably 80 titles on the floor here that are ones I hadn't seen that I'm going to see if I'm going to keep or throw in the bucket.
All this shelving on this long wall is like full. I guess you'd have another wall. You could do more.
Well, originally we're going to build another shelf on this other wall. We just haven't got around to it yet. We'll have to eventually, obviously. But once I go through what I hadn't seen yet and get rid of the bad, keep the good, it'll free up a little bit of space, but it's just a short-term fix.
27 titles coming. I mean, it's time is now.
Yeah, fuck, where we put those up? My Severin, I got Severin on the back corner over there. I knew. Yeah, I got issues.
The ship's taking on water at this point.
Cinema Jumbo, hey guys, I have a home theater with a 10-inch screen, a 10-foot screen. Damn. Once you use a projector, you never go back. That's what I heard, man. And I was going to do a projector in here, but just the way the room was set up, I got 2 really large ceiling fans on the wall. I did kind of look at the short throw projectors. Now maybe you could, Jumbo, you could tell me about those, but I heard good and bad about those. For one, they're expensive.
I don't think everybody caught that. This is one room. There's 2 huge ceiling fans in here and its own separate AC system for this room alone.
Well, there's Disc Rock. There's Disc Rock. There's Pop Movie Dungeon Rock.
You're right. You're right. Disc Rock. I didn't think it through.
I gotta be temperature controlled at all
times. Like I said, if I didn't have, we went to a place. I don't know where we went to, but Alan's like, these drinks are pretty good. I get one. I'm gonna get one. If you want to try one, whatever, try one. And I was like, well, yeah, give me one too. And it was like they brought a bucket of alcohol for both of us, like we were horses.
With this Cuban joint, it's called Gordo's. It's called a Gordo Smash. I don't know what the fuck's in there. There's like 9 different kind of alcohols, but it's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, back to the projector. I really wanted to get one put in here. I never owned one, and I kind of did a little bit of research and just I don't know. I guess I chickened out and just went with the TV. But maybe one day I'll dig into it and try to do a little more research on it. But
well, let's say you're watching the Eagles or whatever you like.
Eagles.
The birds. You gonna watch that in total darkness? Because don't you have to be in total darkness for a projector to work? I
mean, the room needs to be dark. It don't have to be total darkness, whatever. But I mean, I think they make them now where you can even watch them like in the living room in there. But yeah, you want it to be darker the better way. I understand it.
I know that Sasha is big in the projector thing. He won't do anything but projector, and he said he painted. There's a gray you're supposed to paint the wall to make it look perfect. And he said he won't ever have a TV again.
The original plan was that back wall was going to be painted like that, and I was going to go the projector route. I did a lot of research into it, but I just, like I said, I decided to go with the TV, and I'm real happy with that TV. But down the road, I can see myself, maybe going the projector route once I learn more about it. But one thing, I mean, where do you hook all your shit up at? You got a projector in the ceiling. Yeah. I got an Xbox, a PlayStation, a fucking a region-free player, a regular player, a fucking Roku. I mean, where the fuck do I put? I mean, how do you hook all that shit to projector in the ceiling?
I guess they mount to the ceiling too.
I guess. But yeah, maybe one day. I'm definitely interested in them for sure. Yeah, Sony guy here said training.
Yeah, I have a Sony TV. It's been my best TV.
People are very brand loyal when it comes to TVs a lot of times, which is good. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Again, maybe it's my best TV, but it's also like I knew exactly what specs to look for, and maybe that's what it is. It's just a spec properly, TV.
Dude, I love to shop with you, man. Me and Johnny went 2 years ago now, and we had a blast.
Yeah, I there's a few things that I have. I'm interested in Orbit, but we'll see if I get there. It's kind of out of the way. I'm relatively near Johnny Walker's house. Maybe you might see me there in the near future, and then maybe you might see us at Orbit. Maybe. We'll see what happens. But Johnny's got some stuff going on right now. Taking and keep, I'm not going to say it's business, but a mechanical issue, let's just say that. And he's dealing with it, but maybe we'll see what happens.
Yeah, maybe you guys can work that out. Scottish said, I'm not brand loyal. Currently, you got LG, Panasonic, and Philips.
Yeah, I mean, the players too. Like, it seems to be there's one good player out there, and that's the Panasonic players.
That's the one I got. I want to say when I got mine, I may be wrong about this, but there was either 3 or 4 tiers to the model I got, and there was one that was way fucking expensive. I got the one right below that one. Is what I got. But it's been a fucking great player. I've had it for 4 years now, not a lick of problems. But sometimes I just want to go out and buy like 4 or 5 players and stick them in a closet. I feel like one day they're going to stop making.
Good idea.
They're going to stop making these fuckers.
It really is a good idea.
You know?
But at the same time, you can get a VHS player brand new today.
Yeah. I mean, you're still making record players. Record player, of course, albums made a comeback, but I think there'll always be somewhere where you can get a player.
It should be.
I just don't want to pay fucking 3 times the money for it. Basically, you see the movie Deer Camp '86. It's low budget, but pretty funny. I think I've seen a trailer for that.
I've heard of it. It's at Walmart right now. I've heard it's pretty. It's like Nick or Tucker and Dale versus Evil kind of thing.
For instance, I definitely missed my projector. We'll get one in the future.
Yeah, people that are projector people rave about them.
Yeah, y'all let me know. Anybody in the chat's got a projector? Y'all let me know something to look for. Give me some ideas, some brands to go after. Because like I said, I'm pretty dumb when it comes to projectors.
What are the specs you want to look for? You know, there's got to be numbers and certain things.
Well, in order to get one that looks as good as that fucking TV, it's not going to be cheap.
Yeah,
you know, I'm just saying. I mean, when I was looking at them 4 years ago, the 4K TVs or 4K projectors even matched the TV specs, whatever. Just they were astronomically expensive.
I know they're not cheap.
I never had a chance. The buckets, my theater stings. Yeah, mine does too. That's why I always got to get Brad to send me one. Like I said, our theaters here don't have shit. The rest is that Xenomorph bucket looks X-rays.
She sent me a picture of somebody sticking the back of it into the Deadpool popcorn bucket, you know, where it has the mouth open.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sick.
I mean, Aliens is always a little X-rated.
Anyway. Yeah, the guy H.R. Geiger.
Yeah, he's a fucking freak anyway.
Yeah.
The short throw projectors is where it's at, Pops. Very close to OLED now. Yeah, I really looked into this training when I was getting this room set up, man. I just, like I said, I couldn't push the button. I had to go with the TV, man. I just so much money, I didn't want to get the wrong thing, I guess. And TVs is what I was always used to. I have projector screen and printable projector. A printable projector. I would really like an upgrade. Probably my next room upgrade.
Yeah, I don't know enough about them. I don't know if they're durable, if they last, or what it is.
You watch a TV in the sunlight like a psycho? How's projector different?
All right, woman. It's enough.
You run HDMI cable through the ceiling from projector to HDMI splitter. There you go.
It's like, isn't the longer the cable, doesn't that affect?
And if you get an expensive enough cable, it won't. If you get a longer cable, you definitely want to drop some money on the fucking cable. The HDMI cables will be fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Especially if you get a really good one and go 10, 12 feet, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. Kevin says, I really am intrigued by the new short throw projectors. I think they are better value for the larger achievable sizes versus flat screen the same size. And this wall back here, I want to say, me and Ryan measured it one day. I want to say that I could put 100-foot screen on that wall. When we measured it the other day. Let's see, the other day, a year ago.
It's all been thought out.
So yeah, I say 100 foot. I meant 100 inch.
100 inch.
100 inch.
Yeah.
100 foot would be nice too.
Well, I mean, 100 inch TVs exist. They're $10,000.
Yeah, well, they've come down a little bit. There's a 90-something inch that Best Buy had that was fucking expensive, but it wasn't as bad as you think.
Yeah.
Ryan was looking at one, but
if it's a 100-inch projector, it's got to be cheaper than a 100-inch TV.
Yeah, and I really hadn't looked at projectors in like 4 years, so I bet you they've come down in price and they got a lot of new shit out there. I have an Epson 5050 4K projector. The projector is in a booth in the back of the room. You could put it on your shelf there in the back of your room, Alan. Okay.
Come on, Jimbo.
You're going to get me looking at YouTube videos and shit.
Yeah,
I can't drop new money right now. Players, I have a couple Panasonics.
I mean, I use a PS5 as my 4K player. I don't have any issues, but there's a lot of people that are like scoff at that and go whatever. But I like that it plays every time. It doesn't stop. And I can do 1.5x.
I moved my Xbox into the other room. I've been working from home in there, and I've been watching my movies a lot through the Xbox in there. I got the Series X with a player. My PS5 don't have a player in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, Ben, I really hadn't noticed that much of a difference. When I first got this room, this is what I was told, whether this is true or not, that if you have a theater room, get a 4K dedicated player.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a room that you're watching movies in, watch them on your Xbox. And I really hadn't noticed that much of a difference. So I don't know if that's true or not. But They stopped making VCRs and 3D TVs. I'm heartbroken.
Really? Yeah, my data might be a few years old, but I remember at some point, not too long ago, seeing them at like a Walmart. You could still buy VCRs, but maybe they don't. Maybe that's the end.
My Epson 5050 was $3,000, by the way. That's not too bad. That's really not too bad. I mean, considering
with versus a 100-inch TV.
Yeah. I have Sony 800 and PS5 for players.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think my Blu-ray player is all region, and it's a Sony 700, but it also is supposed to play 4Ks, but it doesn't really. I mean, it does, but it's kind of shitty. But it plays Blu-rays, right?
Right.
All region.
Spare Change is a good channel for projector info. Want to check that out? Probably don't need to check that out.
Yeah.
I was thinking of getting one of those Samsung Freestyle projectors.
I'm not familiar with those.
Yeah. Good projectors aren't much more than big screen TVs. Than these big screen TVs.
Seems like they're a little less, really.
Greetings, Alan, Brad, and Flip Friends. Great to see you two hanging out together. What's going on, Steve?
What's up, Steve?
Yeah, but I think we got anything else to talk about.
Not really.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything any movies I watched recently I want to talk about. I did watch Mom and Dad with Nicolas Cage. Seen it once before, but rewatched it again recently, and yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. That movie was a great role for Nicolas Cage. He wasn't in it a ton, but when he was on it, of course, like Nicolas Cage always does, he eats up the fucking screen. And he had a couple of his Nicolas Cage freakouts, whatever, that I think's up there with some of his better stuff.
Oh yeah,
when he's coming after the kid with a fucking sawzall, and he kind of pauses and does saw. It was. I got a big chuckle out of that.
I like when he goes crazy on his TV or on his pool table.
Yeah. Like I said, I enjoyed the shit out of it. First time I seen it, I liked it. Watching it again, how it goes sometimes. I liked it a lot more. So yeah, Mom and Dad, that was a Hamilton book. Probably $4.99, maybe a little more from Hamilton book.
Came with the slip too.
So,
Lance Henderson coming back around at the end, and what a great pick for his dad. It's believable that he would be his dad too,
right.
Just as the old Vietnam vet.
Yeah, you got Lance Henderson stabbing Nicolas Cage in the ass as he's climbing into his classic Camaro. I mean,
yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Magic Kansas here. What's going on, man?
Yeah, you missed Steve there.
I'm just saying, hey.
What's up, Steve?
Chris says, well, now, what's up, gents? What's going on, Chris?
Chris?
They're saying, hey, the two big boys here.
Yeah. Somebody at the restaurant came up to us. What did he ask us?
This motherfucker, now he was about 104. Nice old guy. We're sitting there minding our fucking business, stuffing our fucking face. And this fucking guy comes up here, he says, hey, he was leaving. His wife and kids have already walked out.
Picture us sitting at a table together, and we're talking about movies and whatever dumb shit we're talking about. There's two buckets on the table that we're drinking out of. And this guy comes up, and I don't remember what he said, but go ahead.
He walked up, basically says, "Hey, I'm sorry to bother y'all. Did y'all ever like play football or wrestle, or y'all ever been done professional sports?" and I'm like, first I'm like, of course, Brad pulls out his. He says, "Yeah." He says, "I used to fight. He used to play football." Oh, yeah. You thought this guy just met Joe Theismann?
Yeah.
But yeah, like that was. He just kind of like, "Oh yeah, good to meet y'all," and walks out. And this guy probably made up all kinds of stories about it.
Yeah, that was. Who knows what he was saying? He was thinking we were.
Let's see, Caveman said the signal energy went down a wire, loses strength, clarity, and you increase the gauge. Okay, he's talking about the longer.
So you have to have a thicker, wider cable to go longer.
Yeah. Jimbo says the Epson 5050 projector also supports 3D. Watching 3D on a 10-foot screen is a blast. I bet.
I've heard good things.
Brad, thanks for trolling me. Brad, thanks for trolling me from Pop's Crib. Yeah, he sent him a picture of zombie.
Yeah,
a zombie, whatever, with a slip from Blue Underground 4K, and that's one that I know Trinity's been looking for a while.
I told him I found one in Florida. He's like, "Oh, really?" I said, "Dude, it's Alan's." Fuck you.
I told him you found it at Goodwill for $5. Magic Hands, welcome to the dungeon.
Yeah.
Saying hey to everybody. Oh, Eddie says, "Holy shit, Brad Pops."
Yeah, I made it.
What's going on, man?
It would have been funny if you just come to mine. All of us. In front of the white screen. Here we are.
I thought I was visiting you in the asylum.
The ISIS recruitment center.
Chris says, hold up, 3D projector? That changes everything. Slasher dude, and everybody saying hey back and forth. You got anything else?
Yeah, typical. We didn't have any plan. I mean, like I said, we're gonna go see Romulus, me, Alan, Ryan, or Alan's sons. We're gonna go see Romulus tomorrow. I don't know what time it was, but it'd be cool to meet Ryan and bullshit with him. And I'm sure, knowing Ryan, he's gonna, peer pressure everybody into drinking alcohol. The medical doctor, is gonna make sure everybody drinks.
Yeah, I think the movie starts at 7:15. We're gonna get there about 6.
Yeah.
Our routine is just to go to the bar, have a few drinks, eat some dinner at the bar, and then go see a movie.
Yeah.
So it's not a great. I mean, it used to be a great theater. It's kind of turned shitty, but it's trying to get better again. They got a new manager, so hopefully everything will be good. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll. Yeah, I don't know. I doubt we'll do a video after that. Who knows? I'm sure I'll probably be driving home.
Yeah,
driving Alan home after that one, knowing Ryan. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Has anybody seen Romulus yet?
Well, I think tonight was the first showing. I think it officially starts tomorrow. I think there was a late showing tonight here in our town, my town.
But, Steve told me he was planning on seeing it tonight if he could, but most likely tomorrow. But Fede Alvarez, right, directing.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, Ridley Scott gave it his seal of approval. And I can tell you this: Alan's watched all the Alien. I've watched some of the Alien movies getting ready for this, so it's a big undertaking. And from what little I'm hearing, it's Ripley's daughter looking for her mother. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the video game.
It'll probably be a new franchise.
Yeah.
We'll get 3 in between because this takes place after Alien, in between Aliens.
Mm-hmm.
So we might get 3 in between there.
So anybody in the chat that gives a shit, whatever, I think I said this to you earlier, Brad. If anybody's curious about the timeline, because I was Ryan actually said this to me a while back. Whatever, you got Alien versus Predator that came out that takes place in 2004. The Requiem takes place right after that. Prometheus takes place in 2093. Covenant takes place in 2104. So what's that? 21 years later. Alien takes place in 2122. And then Romulus takes place in 2142. So 20 years after Alien is whenever the second one takes place. And she was in space 57 years.
Yeah.
I think. And then, of course, you got Aliens. It takes place in 2179. Alien 3, 2179, and then Alien Resurrection 2381. So yeah, like I said, if anybody gives a shit, I kind of nerd out on shit like that. But yeah, I watched Alien versus Predator and Requiem. They're fun. I like both of them, but like I said, they're not Alien franchise.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't consider them really part of the franchise. They're just fun. Turn off your fucking brain movies, really.
Do you need more Alien? If you need even more, there you go.
Yeah, like I said, I had a good time with both of them. I mean,
what about I guess I was gonna say Prey, but that's Predator.
Yeah, that's Predator. Yeah. But like I said, you were right. You told me to turn up my brightness for Requiem, and at first I'm like, I don't have to on this TV. And I said, yeah, I need to turn the brightness up. It's fucking dark.
You can't see shit.
The dungeon scenes and night scenes are just ridiculously dark for Requiem. But like I said, it's still, like I said, I don't consider them part of the franchise. I consider them just their own 2 little eat your fucking popcorn, turn your brain off movies that I enjoy both of them. I got the box set up there.
Yeah, I mean, Alien versus Predator, it's fun. It's like the Predator recruits the black girl to be on his team to go kill aliens together.
Yeah.
And it's like the Predator just doesn't care. He just wants to kill everything. I thought it was interesting. It's like sci-fi movie quality. Just fun.
And it seemed like every fucking movie that I pulled for the last 5 days I've had fucking Lance Henriksen in it, which I love him. I'm not complaining. I watched the horror show.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing some off the floor I hadn't seen yet. I watched the horror show, Lance Henriksen. I watched the Scream Factory release called The Unhealer.
Mm-hmm.
And if you haven't seen that so far, I'm halfway through it. I haven't finished it yet. But so far, it's pretty good. Alien versus Predator, Lance Henriksen.
Yeah.
So I've been up my ass with Lance Henriksen this week. But like I said, I'm a fan of his.
Mom and Dad.
Mom and Dad popped into that, and I tell you what, watching him and then Healer, he has really aged a lot. I think that movie came out in 2019, 2020, something like that. But he's getting up there. Great chat. Just got off work.
Cool.
Brad, how big is the dungeon?
It's big, but it's very full.
Very, I got a lot of shit.
It's very, very full, and there's no. I'm telling you, he's run out of room big time, and he's going to need another set of shelves, or he's going to have to lose some posters or something.
Yeah, I can't get rid of my posters. At least not yet. I mean, I could put a whole fucking wall shelf down this thing here, but I'd lose 10 posters.
Yeah.
8 whatever it is, 8 posters. But yeah, I'm not ready to do that yet.
But yeah, we watch movies in here, and it's a real legit top of the line setup.
It's the size of a 1-car garage. I mean, it's there's from front to back the width of the house or the depth of the house, but it's no bigger than a 1-car garage. Maybe a little bit deeper.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, it's all I'm ever gonna have, so I'm gonna be happy with it.
Yeah, there's not a chance of these slips turning brown in here. I don't think you could put meat in here and it wouldn't spoil.
Chris, it's cool about to see Romulus Monday.
I hope it's good.
Did you guys order your next 4K? Yeah, I got it pre-ordered.
I haven't ordered anything for a while, so. I may pick it up. I think I have the Blu-ray. I'm not sure. I want to rewatch it. It's the one that opens with that guy and his girlfriend, like just in their vacation home or something, and they're playing like a record. I don't remember. I don't know. I got to revisit it.
Yeah, I got about 5 or 6 pre-orders from order right now. I got the Hitcher pre-ordered. I got that pre-ordered. You're next. I don't remember what else. I got all kind of shit pre-ordered. But nothing's coming in. Goddamn, I've had a dry spell. Not a whole lot of shit's come in. Tommy, what's going on, man? Brad, you've entered Pop's Movie Dungeon. I'm jealous. How you doing tonight, boys? Doing good, man.
Yeah, you being here. We took a page out of your book. We're gonna do a whole vlog here. It's gonna be Brad and Alan.
Yeah, we're not
jail in Florida,
but the carb count's gonna be a lot less than what you motherfuckers put out.
Yeah, we actually did have keto. We did eat keto the first day.
Yeah,
imagine that. No, we didn't shoot it. We're not going to shoot anything. It wouldn't be nothing to the scale of what Tommy does with his vlog videos. They're great. If you haven't seen them, you have to check out the vlog videos and the spoof covers over at Tommy's channel.
Yeah, so waste our time trying to do it. Just watch their shit.
Yeah, me and Craig did a little one. Just a little, but it was more like, I just filmed Craig when I saw him the first time and then turned that into something. But
pretty funny, by the way. You need to watch that.
I can't imagine doing. Tommy does like an hour-long vlogs with the editing, and I remember Tommy I think he told me it took a week to edit those.
Yeah, I believe it.
That's crazy. I don't have the patience for it.
Yeah, Chris, it takes place between Alien and Aliens. Yep. 20 years after Alien, I think it said. Saying hey back and forth. I collected the Alien comic books from Dark Horse Comics, and the Predator ones as well.
Yeah. I'm saying it, Tommy.
Hey. Jimbo says, I just got 5 chunky box sets from the Umbrella in Australia, including the Primevals. As usual, all were in perfect shape. By contrast, Amazon just delivered my Steelbook of Amelia, and it's built into a V.
Oh, fuck.
Imagine that. Yeah, so that's awful. Yeah, I hate shit like that. There's no way your carb intake could surpass Tommy.
Yeah, we wouldn't even try.
Every day was good, Chris. Love the video, by the way, Brad. Funny as shit.
Oh yeah, thanks, Craig. I sent it to Craig privately before I posted that for anybody that might be worried, and it's not. I thought it might have been a little cruel.
No, it was funny as shit.
I thought it might have been a little cruel. And I said to Craig, like, man, I could change this. Craig is always, every time I see Craig, he's like, stop calling people fat. I'm pulling your fat card. but I can't help it with Craig, the human parade float that he is. So I sent it to Craig and I said, man, what do you think about this? Do you think it's like, it's like, because there's no joke on me in it. It's just the whole time it's Craig. Craig was like, He's like, that's like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
No, as soon as I watched it the first time when you made it live, I said, no, knowing Craig's gonna fucking love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right, guys, it's school night. We'll be going on an hour here. Alan's got to work in the morning, and we'll I don't know what we'll be doing next, but we'll be doing some traveling. Maybe I might show up with Johnny. Who knows?
Yeah, you're seeing the Alien movie tomorrow night. We might jump on if we get a chance later this weekend and talk about that a little bit.
Maybe the franchise and total totality.
Yeah, or give it a few days and maybe do a spoiler in a week or so. A deep dive in a week, and who knows? We'll see. But
yeah, that's it for now. Maybe more later. We'll see.
Let me see if I can get this fucker out of my house. Get my fucking hat back.
Yeah. Get your hat back. This hat's killing me, by the way. It's so tight on my head.
That's why you never see me fucking wear it. This is my damn stormtrooper over there. All right, guys. Y'all be good. Talk to y'all soon.
Later.
Later.